So how's everybody doing? Welcome to another commentary. I want to say right now that I'm very impressed with how the referees were able to call week one. I thought that they did a pretty good job with it. I felt like they made a few mistakes, but a few mistakes are okay, as long as they're not completely glaring, and as long as you're not lying about those mistakes. Probably the one mistake that they made that was really bad was in that Saints-Texans primetime game on Monday night, where, unfortunately, they made a mistake right before halftime and they messed up the time in which they gave the Saints on their last drive. There was a review, a spot of the ball review, and they took time off the clock when they weren't supposed to, or they took time off the clock when they let time already roll off the clock, so the Saints didn't really have enough time to kick a field goal. But they came out and they admitted it. At least they did that. At least you admit that you were wrong, so that you can go ahead and fix it, so that you're not doing the same things over and over and over again that are wrong. I went on the NFL officiating page to see the worst play that was called, or the worst play from a review, the worst review call that I could find. Let me just say that Al Riveron should not be doing what he's doing. He should not have his job. If I was as bad as Al Riveron is at his job, I'd be fired immediately. You know that Al Riveron is lying when he moves his mouth. So with 51 seconds remaining in the San Francisco-Tampa Bay game, the incomplete pass was reviewed for possible pass interference. Al Riveron explains why the ruling of no pass interference stood. I'm not sure what the score was at this point. I don't even know if this play would have even mattered. I don't even know if this was garbage time. But Al Riveron is either willfully ignorant, or he just doesn't know what he's talking about, or he's just lying again. So I'm going to run this at speed.
With 51 seconds left in the game, we stopped the game to take a look at a possible pass interference. It was determined that both the offensive player and defensive player were contacting each other as they were going down the field. Neither player significantly hindered the other's opportunity to make a play on the ball. Therefore, the ruling on the field stood.
Okay, so we're going to go at the play. So this is Richard Sherman, the 49ers' best corner, versus Mike Evans, the Buccaneers' best wide receiver. So you can see that they're moving down the field. They're both looking at the ball. I'm not sure if the ball is thrown at this point, but Richard Sherman turns around and they start kind of hand fighting. Both are contacting each other, but as you can see, Mike Evans is the only player in this shot between him and Richard Sherman who he's actually going for the ball. Now, the definition of defensive pass interference obviously is if the defensive player is hampering the wide receiver's ability to catch the ball, then it's pass interference. As you can see, Richard Sherman is still not looking at the ball, but he's not really making any real type of contact with him. The ball is still in the air. The ball is right here. Mike Evans is going to jump up to catch the ball, and Richard Sherman is going to extend his hand right there, right in front of Mike Evans' face, making it so that he has trouble catching the ball. Obviously, it's closer here. There's a lot of hand checking again. I'm sorry, the image is fuzzy. Thanks, NFL officiating. Mike Evans jumps up to catch the ball, and Richard Sherman's hand gets in his way of catching the ball. Richard Sherman isn't even looking at the ball. Mike Evans is trying to catch the ball, but he can't because Richard Sherman's arm is in the way. Therefore, it's an incomplete pass here, but it should have been pass interference because while there was contact, Richard Sherman impeded Mike Evans' ability to catch the ball. Should have been pass interference, ball at the 2.5-yard line, and it should have been Tampa Bay ball. Again, this is an obvious angle right here. This is an obvious play. Unless the referees didn't even see this, I don't even know what to say. And the fact that someone's commentating over it, Al Riveron is just terrible at his job. And I don't know if it's because he's doing this on purpose or if he just doesn't know what he's looking at. This is obvious pass interference, and it should have been reviewed and changed to pass interference. I hope you all have a nice day. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back with another commentary soon. Peace.